Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Thank you so much for your support and love. I appreciate it so much. Today we're gonna do a special dish. It's a baked fish in the oven, which called in Arabic Sumac bil furn. Let's go through what we need for today's dish. Need to have a pound and a half of Talabia fillet. You could, pound and a half is 3 pieces of the 2 slices of Talabia. Also, we would need 3 medium size of potatoes, 2 bell pepper. It's any choice you want. I like to choose the red and the yellow. 1 medium size of onions, 3 cloves of garlic, and 1 cup of carrots. Now let's get to the marination. First, you wash the tilapia. Usually I don't use a whole piece. I do slice it in half. I soak it with salted water, rinse it. Then I have it in a bowl and I add my spices. What do you need? You need 1/4 cup of lemon juice, 1/3 of cup of vinegar, 1/4 of a cup for olive oil or vegetable oil or canola oil or whatever oil you prefer. So I'm gonna have the tilapia cut in half, then soak it in salt water and rinse it. Now I'm gonna have it in a bowl and I'm gonna add lemon juice, the vinegar, vegetable oil, or any kind of oil you like. I'll mix it all together. Now we have it all in the fish. The next step is to add the spices. You need half teaspoon salt, half teaspoon pepper, half teaspoon cumin, half teaspoon turmeric, and half teaspoon of ginger. This is for the spices we're gonna use for marination. So I have the fish cut in half, soaked with olive oil, vinegar, and oil. Now I'm gonna add all the spices, mix it all together, wrap it in a pot, and put it in the fridge for about 15 to half an hour. I have mine already ready. I'll show it to you in a minute. I like the vegetables, so I'm just gonna tell you what I like to use for this dish. 3 medium-sized potatoes, 2 bell pepper, 1 cup of carrots, 1 medium onion, and 3 cloves of garlic. After I wash all these ingredients very well, usually I told you how I wash it. I wash it with vinegar, oil, and salt, and I rinse it, and I start cutting each one. After I peel the potatoes, it's gonna be cut like I show you in the beid batata, the egg and the potatoes. It's gonna be little tiny squares. I'm gonna cut each one of these vegetables the same. I want the smallest pieces I can get. I have them all in a bowl. I'm gonna have all these vegetables and I'm gonna add olive oil. I like olive oil with the vegetable. It tastes much better. So for today, actually, I completed the steps because the shoot was so late and I had to prepare everything. I didn't show you how, but you know, I did show you how to cut the potatoes and onions previously. So that's the only way is to do it, is just chop it for the whole vegetables, all the vegetables I use. And after I put the oil and all the spices, this is how it looks. Also, I mixed these vegetables with the oil and spices and I left it in the fridge for 15 to half an hour. I needed the spices and the oil all to soak in and have the flavor before I cook it together. So this is for the vegetables. This is how the fish looks like. After I slice it, like I said, I'm gonna slice each piece in half and I marinate it with lemon juice, vinegar, ginger, salt, pepper, cumin, and turmeric, and I had it in the fridge for half an hour again. Let's see what we're gonna do next. We need to preheat the oven at a 400 degree while I'm finishing up preparing for this dish. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna have the vegetables like spread in the casserole here, pot, and see it's just, you know, all the water came out from the vegetables too. Look how beautiful it looks. And I'm gonna add the fish on top of it. This is a very delicious dish. You're gonna enjoy it. It doesn't have that much fat. You could, if you like to fry the fish before you bake it, you could do that, saute it, and saute the vegetables. But to avoid more fat, for me, to eat healthy, I just try to add the oil on top and the lemon juice, and to avoid extra fat and extra frying. I don't like fried stuff. Even my French fries, I bake it. And I could add some of the sauce, not all of it, because it has all the ingredients and the flavors of the lemon juice, the vinegar, salt, pepper, cumin, ginger. Last step to be done with this, preparing this dish, is I would like to sprinkle it with a touch of, just sprinkle of olive oil. It's up to you how much olive oil you want. And I'm gonna cover it. And insert it in the oven for 45 minutes to 1 hour. I'm saying that you need to check on it after 40 minutes or 45 minutes and see if the potatoes is done and the fish is tender, a little bit tender. You could just uncover and have it just take the color. And max is 1 hour. It will be done. We'll see you after that. Hey guys, while we're waiting for our main dish to be ready, we need the 45 minutes, then the extra 15 to give it the color. Let's show you how to make a side dish. Usually you could eat this dish with green salad, the way you like it. I like my dressing for the salad with vinegar, oil, and salt. But you know, you could do just a regular green, mixed green, and you just sprinkle whatever, you know, salad dressing you like on it. And also you could eat this dish with rice, brown rice, or regular rice, or burgo. This is something I like to eat and it's to substitute for rice. Okay, I had 1.5 cups of burgo. I soak it in water and salt for 15 minutes. I rinse it and I have it now ready to be cooked. I also gonna need some olive oil to saute it, half teaspoon of pepper, half teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of turmeric, and half teaspoon of allspice, half teaspoon of cumin. Okay guys, I forgot to mention the main ingredients to this dish, which I like so much, is the chopped onions. You could chop it thinly, the small, large, the way you want it. So I'm gonna add 1/3 cup of olive oil, and I'm gonna add the onion and let it saute. Here we go. For the 1.5 cups of burgo, you need 1.5 cups of water. So we're gonna saute the onions first, and I'm gonna add the burgo, saute it again with the onions and the olive oil. Let it smelling good, and I'm gonna add the burgo, and I'm gonna saute both ingredients together. Stir it first. I want to have the burgo have some of the oil. Okay, I think it's enough stirring with the burgo and the onions. Now I'm gonna add the 1.5 cups of water. You need the water to cover the burgo. If it doesn't cover it thoroughly, you could add like another 1/2 cup of water. Here I'm gonna add the spices first and see what if I need to add another 1/2 cup or not. So I'm just gonna sprinkle the whole thing: salt, pepper, turmeric, allspice, and cumin. And stir the whole ingredients together. I had lots of comments that I don't taste. The thing why I don't taste, because I've been cooking for the longest time and I have my measurements in my eyes. I know exactly how it tastes. But for your sake, I'm gonna taste this burgo now. Okay, let's taste it. Taste if it's okay, if I need some more salt. Perfect, I told you, I don't need to taste. I know exactly what I need. So it seems like, you know, it's boiling now. I'm gonna let it boil on high until it's come to really high boil. Then I'm gonna lower my heat to low. Just gonna fix it like this, and exactly it's like rice. You just let it cook. You soak it and you let it cook. So like I told you, because the water, the 1.5 cups wasn't enough for me, I'm gonna add another 1/2 cup. For the 1.5 cups of burgo, you need 2 cups of water. Don't forget this. I added the 1/2 cup of water and I lowered the heat. Now I'll cover and let it cook for about 15 minutes. By that time, my dish will be mostly ready. You could also taste it to see if it's done or not, and you allow, even if you don't like it, you know, you want well done, to add a little bit of water. Now it's done, so I just turn the heat off and let it stand for 5 minutes before I pour it and serve it. Also, I took our main dish out of the oven. Looks awesome, as you see. There is an optional spice. You don't have to use it, but it has a soury taste to it. It adds a flavor. It's called Sumac, and you can find it at any Middle Eastern or Indian stores. Okay, I'm just gonna sprinkle. It's only 1 tablespoon. I'm gonna sprinkle it over my dish to give it a nice touch or a nice color here, and it's gonna taste awesome with it. Okay, our dish now is done, and we're gonna serve it with burghul. Here is your dish, ready to dig in. Okay, now I'm gonna try some for you guys and let you know how it tastes. So let's dig in. I have the vegetables too. It's gonna be too hot to try it, and also I'm gonna have some of the burghul as well. It's still both hot. If you enjoyed this show and this video, please give it a thumb up and subscribe for more. Let's dig in. It's too hot, so it's gonna be so good. Actually, the burghul is my favorite. It tastes so good, and it's gonna taste very, very well with this mix. Enjoy. I hope you liked this video, and I hope that you're gonna give it a thumb up and subscribe for next time. Until we see you again, bye.